Sir, you can start, sir.
So just a minute. Is it screen visible, sir? Hello, sir. Sir, is it audible?
It's audible, sir.
Screen is visible, sir.
Visible, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, students. All of you, welcome to the session. Continuation of network theory. I already completed fundamentals with respect to network theory in the previous lectures. Today I'm starting the new chapter with respect to network theory, AC analysis. This concept is very important for any competitive point of view. In this AC analysis, mainly concentrate on the first one is sinusoidal steady state analysis. Then continuation that later on that I will discuss DC transient and AC transients later on. First we will see the fundamentals with respect to AC analysis. Is it audible, all of you? Yes, students, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First, I want to give some introduction. I think all are the most of the electrical and electronics engineers that you know. Why the AC supply? We know that electrical energy is first. I am giving some introduction with respect to AC analysis. Electrical energy is generated and used as AC because it offers more advantage than DC. These are the different reasons why we are preferring the AC supply. Alternating current can be stepped up or stepped down, but this is not possible in the case of DC. Okay, that is, I think all of you know, mainly electrical engineers that you know, for the transformers, for the AC transformers only. Generally, you can step up or step down the AC voltages. This is the most important reason for generating and using electrical energy as a AC. Generally, we are generating the power at 11 kV, but we must to transmit the voltage at high voltages. We want to transmit the power at high voltages. Why you want to transmit the power at high voltages? In order to reduce the losses. Then take the example, we are generating the power at 11 kV. Then we want to transmit at 220 kV or 400 kV means we want to step up the voltage. That step up the voltage is possible by using the transformers, that it is in the form of AC only. That is one reason why you are preferring the AC. AC can be generated at high voltage, but DC cannot be generated at high voltages because sparking start at the commutator at high voltage, due to which commutator gets damaged. Generally, where you can get the DC output means if there is a commutator. If you generate the DC at high voltages, the commutation action is the problem. Commutator is the problem. The sparking will appear. That electrical engineers that you know. High voltage AC generators are much simpler and cheaper than DC generators of the same range. It is because in AC generator there is no commutator, which is costly part and is damaged. The main problem with the DC generation is commutator, that is the costly part, and it will be sometimes it is also damaged due to sparking problems. AC induction. Nowadays, we know that most of the motors we are using in domestic applications or industrial applications is induction motors. The induction motors can run for AC supply. That's why most of the all the industrial applications we are using the induction motors means induction motors requires the AC supply. Once we can use the AC is readily available. That's the reason why for running off any loads also AC is more preferable. But if you use the DC generation and DC transmission means, and the readily available supply is not DC, readily But we want utilization is in the form of AC. Utilization is in the form of AC. But if you generate in the form of DC means it is not readily available supply. We must convert the DC into AC. Okay, that is the problem with the DC. But if you have electrical engineers that there is some advantages are there, HVDC. There is so many advantages are there, but that is only transmission point of view only. But utilization point of view compulsory in the form of AC. 90% of energy we are utilizing in the form of AC only. Yeah, that's the reason why we are preferring the AC. But here mainly our analysis is sinusoidal steady state analysis. The first in this concept AC analysis, we want to discuss on the sinusoidal steady state analysis. What is the importance of sinusoidal waveform? Why you are preferring the sinusoidal waveform only? Why not other waveforms? The reason why you are preferring the sinusoidal waveforms only, why not other waveform? I think all of you well know this. Generally, our reference is the sinusoidal only. Our reference is the sinusoidal waveform only. Why you are preferring? This is the main reason. Nature itself is characteristically a sinusoidal. Nature itself. The examples is motion of pendulum, ripples on the ocean surface. The ripples on the ocean surface is also a sinusoidal function. Natural response of second order system. All these are the examples of which is in the form of sinusoidal. The motion of the pendulum is also sinusoidal nature. The ripples on ocean surface is also sinusoidal nature. Natural response of the second order system, that even in control system also. What the natural response of the second order system? It is a sinusoidal function. Okay, this is the one reason why you are preferring the sinusoidal. One more reason is easy to generate and transmit. The generation of sinusoidal is very easy and transmission of sinusoidal is also very easy. That's why in most of all the applications we are preferring the sinusoidal functions. According to Fourier series, any periodic waveform can be represented as a sinusoidal. That is also one more advantage. You take any periodic waveform, students. For example, you take the square waveform. You take the triangular waveform. Any waveform you take. If you apply Fourier series for this type of waveforms, again, it is a sinusoidal functions only. If you apply Fourier series for these waveforms, internally it consists of fundamental sinusoidal and harmonics. That means, for example, it consists of sin omega t term, and it also consists of sin 3 omega t term and sin 5 omega t. That means all these we are representing either sin or we are representing as a cos functions. Any periodic waveform is, by applying Fourier series, we can represent as a sinusoidal functions only. That is one more reason why you are preferring the sinusoidal. Sinusoidal input is given to any linear time invariant system. The output is also sinusoidal. So analysis of the system is easier. It is also one more advantage. For any linear time invariant system, if you take you studied in control system. For any linear time invariant system, if the input is sinusoidal, if input is sine, the output is also sine. Output is also sine, but some angle may be changes based on the system. The angle may be and amplitude may be changes. The function remains same. It is a sinusoidal. It is also sinusoidal. It is cosine. It is also cosine. Sometimes it may be sine or it may be cosine. That is not the problem. Sine and cosine, no problem. Sinusoidal functions only. That's the reason why for any linear time invariant system, if you apply the sine wave, then output is also sine wave we are getting. But that is not possible with any other waveforms. For example, if you apply step input, the output never be step output. If you apply the ramp input, the output never be ramp output. That depends on the type of system, linear time invariant system. Understand? But input is sine wave, the output is also sine wave, but amplitude may be changes, the angle may be changes. That is not the case. But I'm talking about the function. Are you getting same function or not? Are you getting same function means analysis becomes very easy. Yes, friends. That is also one more reason why you are preferring the sinusoidal waveform. Mathematical handling of sinusoidal is easy because differentiation and integration of sinusoidal is the sinusoidal only. Integral sin omega t, what we are getting? Yes, friends. Integral sin omega t, we are getting cos omega t. Differentiation of sin omega t, we are getting cos omega. Again, it is converted into, for example, integral sine we are doing. Then you differentiate this one, again sine we can get. That's why the mathematical handling of sinusoidal is easy, because differentiation and integration is the sinusoidal function only. But there is only difference is this one, students. This is the sine function means, and this is the cosine function. The nature is same. The nature is same. Only angle is changes. The sine and cosine only angle. What the angle difference between sine and cosine, students? What the angle difference between sine and cosine? How much angle? What is the angle difference between the sine and cosine generally? Any answer? Yes. That's 90 degrees only. The sine and cosine is 90 degrees only. For example, here sine omega t is there. Vm sine omega t. This is Vm sine omega t. Then I want to write in terms of cos. How you can write? Vm cos 90 minus omega t. Then what you can get? Sine. That angle is only 90 degrees only. But the function is same only. The function is sine and cosine. But the shape of that waveform is same, but only angle will changes. Okay. Because of these reasons, we are preferring the sinusoidal functions. What are the terms related with the alternating quantity? What are the terms related with alternating quantity? Yes, friends. A waveform is a graph. First, I am giving the what is the waveform. A waveform is a graph in which the instantaneous value of any quantity is plotted against time. It is plotted against time. That is nothing but a waveform. You see this one? A waveform is a graph. You can plot it against the time. Yeah, this is the one waveform. Every instantaneous value is drawn against with respect to time. Yes, friends. Yes, this is against with respect to time. Generally, we can take either t-axis or omega t-axis. We can take either t-axis or omega t-axis we can take. For example, we can, if you take the t-axis, this I am representing, let us assume that this is t by 2, this is t. Yes, friends. But I am replacing t by omega t. If you replace t by omega t, once I can replace t by omega t, 1 equal to what you can write, students? Omega. 1 equal to omega. This is 1 equal to omega. Omega is nothing but a 2 pi f. Then 1 by f equal to 2 pi. What is 1 by f? T. Then 1 by f equal to t. Then if you represent the same waveform on omega t axis, if you represent same waveform on omega t axis, yes, friends. Just first I am giving introduction. Please concentrate. Yeah. If you represent on omega t axis, that means t is replaced by omega t. Then we can replace capital D by 2 pi. Capital T is 2 pi means t by 2 is pi. T is 2 pi, students. What is t by 2? Is pi. This is pi. This is 2 pi. Yeah, this is the one waveform. This I am representing on omega t axis. A waveform is a graph in which the instantaneous values of any quantity is plotted against the time. Instantaneous value at every instant of time is plotted against the time. That is nothing but a waveform. Clear, friends? Next, what is the cycle? One complete set of positive and negative values of an alternating quantity is termed as cycle. One complete set of positive and negative values of an alternating quantity. Yeah, this is nothing but a one positive half cycle and one negative half cycle is nothing but a one cycle. One positive half cycle and one negative half cycle is nothing but a one cycle in a AC waveform. Yeah, this is one positive half cycle and this is the one negative half cycle. Yeah, this is nothing but a one cycle. Even not only sinusoidal, for any waveform, if you take it is a square waveform, one positive half cycle, one negative half cycle is nothing but a one cycle. Okay, this is the representation. One cycle. One complete set of positive and negative values of an alternating quantity is nothing but a one cycle. Yes, friends. What is the frequency? The number of cycles per second of alternating quantity is known as frequency. The number of cycles per second of an alternating quantity is known as frequency. It is denoted by F and it is expressed in hertz or cycles per second. Okay, that is nothing but a frequency is measured. A frequency is measured cycles per second or hertz. This is important. With respect to AC analysis, time period is important. The time taken by an alternating quantity to complete one cycle is called time period. It is denoted by T and it is expressed in seconds. It may be milliseconds or it may be microseconds or simply it is a seconds. That is, for example, this is the waveform. This is the waveform. The time taken by alternating quantity to complete one cycle. One cycle means one positive half cycle and one negative half cycle. Okay, this is nothing but a one time period. This is one time. This is pi. This is 2 pi. Then what is the time period of this waveform? 2 pi. Understand? For example, I'm asking like this. I'm giving this waveform like this. Can anybody tell this is pi, this is 2 pi. Let this is on omega t axis. What is the time period of this waveform? One method of calculating time period is it is the time taken for one complete cycle. The another way to define the time period. How to define the time period? The starting wave shape is repeated at a time is called time period. The starting wave shape is repeated at time of is called time period. Can anybody tell what the time period of this waveform? What is the time period of this waveform, students? Is it a pi or 2 pi?
Pi.
Yeah, pi. Because the starting wave shape is repeating at again. The same wave shape is repeating at pi itself. That's why the time period is pi. It is not 2 pi. Yeah, this type of observation is important during solving of the problem. Yes, friends. For example, I am drawing the waveform like this is pi and this is the 2 pi. Can anybody tell what the time period of this waveform? What is the time period of this waveform? Yes,
2 pi.
2 pi. The time period is 2 pi. Because this is the starting shape, students. This is the starting shape. Is again repeating at what time? At 2 pi time it is repeating. This is another way to define the time period. One definition all of you know. This is the time taken for one cycle. That is nothing but a one time period. But always, every time we don't expect always one cycle waveform only. We can expect like this also. Then if it is given like this, then how to calculate, how to define the time period? The starting wave shape is again repeating at what time is called time period. This is the 2 pi time period. Sir, if it is not repeating, what you can do, sir? See, for example, if any waveform is given like this. These observations are important, students, during solving of the problems. Let this is 2, this is 4, this is 6, and t is in seconds. Can anybody tell what the time period of this waveform? What the time period of this waveform? Is it starting wave shape is repeating? No. The starting wave shape is not repeating. That means it is not a periodic waveform. It is not repeating means total time is taken as a time period. What the time period? 6 seconds. The total time is taken as a time period. The starting wave shape is not repeating. For example, if the waveform is given like this. Yes, friends. If the waveform is given like this. This is 2, this is 4. This t in seconds. Can anybody tell what the time period?
2, sir.
What the time period of this waveform?
2, sir.
2 seconds. Because the starting wave shape is repeating at again 2. If any waveform is given like this. If any waveform is given like this. Yes. Let this is alpha. This is pi. This is 2 pi. This observation is important even for electronics point of electrical students. What is the time period of this waveform? Is it pi or 2 pi?
2 pi.
2 pi. Because this shape is different. This shape is different. The shape is not repeating again. That's the total time is taken as a time period. Understand? This is what exactly how to define the time period. For if it is one cycle waveform, total one cycle you can take the time period. Next. Yes, friends. What is the phase of an alternating quantity? What is the phase of an alternating quantity? Very important in AC analysis. The phase of an alternating quantity is the time that has elapsed since the quantity has passed through 0 point of reference. Our reference is the 0 point. Here the sinusoidal quantity is starting at 0. Then what the phase here?
0, sir.
0 degrees. Then, yes friends, after this angle, it is reference, you take the sinusoidal reference. This is the theta. Here the phase is theta. And you see this one. You take the reference is this is the 0 point. Here also phase is theta. Here also phase angle is theta. But what is the difference between these two phase angles? This is called phase difference. Here phase, actually this also defined as a phase difference. This phase is nothing but a theta. This phase is nothing but a theta. But what is the phase difference between these two? The phase angle difference between these two waveforms is theta. The phase angle difference between these two waveforms is how much? Is also theta. But what is the difference here? This is called, first this waveform is started. You take reference is this one, students. First this waveform is started. After theta angle, this waveform is started. That means first you are going, after theta angle, your friend is coming. That means your friend is lagging. That means lagging means you take the theta, minus you take. That's why this waveform is lags this waveform by angle of theta. This waveform is lags this waveform by angle of theta. Understand? Next, you see these two waveforms. You compare these two waveforms, students. Before this 0, already this waveform is started. Then after theta angle, you are started. That means before you, your friend is started. Then here you are started. That means who is leading? This waveform is leading. That's why this waveform is leads. How much angle? Theta angle. That's why you take plus. Clear, friends? Okay, this telling that with reference to this waveform, with respect to this waveform, this waveform is with respect to reference. Reference is the 0 crossing. With respect to reference, it is lagging. It is lagging by angle of how much? By angle of theta. I'm telling that with respect to this waveform, students. Next, with this one, with respect to reference, this is our reference. With respect to reference, it is leading. It is leading by angle of how much? Theta. It is leading by angle of theta. It's okay, friends. Understand? Yeah, this is about what exactly phase difference. Phase or phase difference. This is I given phase difference. This term is used to compare the phases of two alternating quantities. Two alternating quantities are said to be in phase when they reach their maximum and 0 values at the same time. Their maximum value may be different in magnitude. This I'm telling that what is about the in phase? In phase means, for example, this is the one waveform. And this is the another waveform. Their magnitudes may be different. That is not the problem. But their 0 instant and maximum instant, that their 0 and maximum value takes place at the same instant. That means for these two waveforms, maxima is at same time. For these two waveforms, 0 is at same time. That means for those two waveforms, maximum values at same instant and 0 values also at same instant is takes place. Then we can say that these two waveforms are in phase. That is pi equal to 0 degrees. Then we can say that these two waveforms are in phase. All these are the fundamentals that you know. A leading alternating quantity is one which reaches its maximum or zero value earlier as compared to the other quantity. This is the meaning. That means as compared, see, this waveform is reaches to maximum value at this instant. This, let us assume that pi by 2. But this reaches to maximum value at pi equal to 0 degrees. That means before this it is reaches to the maximum value. That is nothing but a leading quantity. Understand, friend? Lagging means after this only it reaches to the maximum value. Okay, that is nothing but a lagging quantity. The name itself, lagging, leading. A lagging alternating quantity is one which attains its maximum or zero value later than the other quantity, later than the reference quantity. That is nothing but a lagging quantity. A plus sign when used in connection with the phase difference denotes lead, whereas minus sign denotes the lag. Clear, friends? Understand? Any doubt? Understand, friends?
Yes,
See, for
sir.
example, yeah, I'm giving one example here. This already given. In general, sinusoidal signal is preferred because of the following reasons. Easy to handle mathematically. Fourier analysis of any practical periodic signal can be represented by sum of sinusoids. Easy to generate and transmit. It is dominant form of signal in the communication and electric power industries. Throughout the world, supplies to homes, factories or laboratories also sinusoidal. Natural response is similar to simple pendulum that I already given. Thus consider the sinusoidal signal. Because of these reasons, we are considering the sinusoidal signal. To compare the two sinusoidal waveforms, this is very important. To compare the two sinusoidal wave shapes, both are written either sine waves or both are written as a cosine waves. Then only you can compare, students. Both will be written with positive amplitudes only. To compare, both must be written in positive amplitudes or both are written in negative amplitudes. No problem. But both are with the same, that is same sign of amplitude. Negative sine wave and positive sine wave don't compare. Both negative sine waves or both positive sine waves, then only you can compare. And another one is each have the same frequency. Each have the same frequency. Then only you can compare those two waveforms. Understand, students? Very important in AC analysis. When we can compare the two sinusoidal waveforms, when we can compare the two functions, both are written either sine waves or both are written cosine waves. Both are written with positive amplitudes. Each have the same frequency. Yes. Come on, students. Here I am giving note point. For example, if any sinusoidal waveform is represented like this, any sinusoidal waveform is represented like this. This Vm and this is minus Vm, this is pi, this is 2 pi. I am representing on omega t axis. Representing on omega t axis. Then what is the peak amplitude? Can anybody? What is the peak amplitude of this waveform?
Vm, sir.
Amplitude. Or it is also called peak value. Peak value is how much? It's a Vm. Understand, students? What is the peak to peak amplitude? Peak to peak amplitude. Peak to peak amplitude for this waveform is how much?
Vm, sir.
2 Vm.
You can measure from Vm to minus Vm. Vm to minus Vm is 2 Vm. Vm minus of minus Vm, students. This is called peak to peak amplitude or peak to peak amplitude or peak to peak value. It is also called which one, students? Peak to peak value. These observations are important in sinusoidal representation. Please concentrate. This total is the peak to peak value, sir. From this point to this point is peak to value. Vm minus of minus Vm. That becomes 2 Vm. Understand? Vm minus of minus Vm. That equal to 2 Vm. This gives the peak to peak voltage. Then what is the RMS value representation? RMS value. Peak value by root 2. not peak to peak value. It's a peak value by root 2. That gives the RMS value. That is called Vm by root 2. Understand, students? See, without any phase angle, this is represented as a V equal to Vm sin omega t. This we can write. V equal to Vm sin omega t, where omega equal to 2 pi f. 2 pi f. Omega equal 2 pi f. You also write like this, 2 pi by t. Omega equal to 2 pi f, or it is also equal to 2 pi by t. F I written 1 by t, where f equal to 1 by t. That is the frequency, t is the time period, where t is the time period. Where t is the time period, f is the frequency, 1 cycle frequency. Yes, friends, this observation is also important. You please concentrate. Okay. If any sinusoidal function is given, then we can represent like this. Yes. For example, if any cosine waveform, this is the sine function. A cosine waveform. For example, V equal to Vm cos omega t. Then how to represent cosine function? Okay, this also a cosine function representation. It's a 90-degree phase difference between the sine and cosine. Yeah, this is Vm and this is minus Vm. Yes, friends. This is, you take this is pi by 2 and this is pi and this is the 2 pi. This is omega t. Here also what the peak to peak value? How much? This is the cosine function representation. What the peak to peak value?
2 Vm.
Here also 2 Vm, students. Peak to peak value equal to Vm. Okay. Peak value equal to Vm only. Then what is the RMS value? What is the RMS value? Vm by root 2. Okay. See, for example, I am giving one example here. V of t equal to Vm1 sin omega t. V of t equal to Vm1 sin omega t. Yes, friends. Vb of t equal to two functions. Vm2 sin omega t plus pi. Sin omega t plus pi. Can you compare these two? Yes, we can compare these two waveforms directly because frequency is equal. The functions also equal. We can compare these waveforms directly. We can compare this. First, here I am telling, tell me, B leads A by angle of how much? How to tell this one? This B leads A plus leads by angle of pi. By angle of pi. B leads A by angle of pi. Can you represent these waveforms? How you can represent this waveform? B leads A. A is you take the reference. How can you represent B leads A? Okay, this one. This B leads A by angle of how much, friends? It is pi. Okay, this is B and this is A waveform. This is the represent. For example, example 2 that I am giving. V of t equal to, see, B leads by angle of A means this also we can say like this. B leads by angle of A. That means what about A? With respect to A, you tell me A lags B. You can also tell like this. A lags B by angle of pi. This is B leads A. That means A lags B. This is A lags B by angle of pi. For example, V of t equal to Vm sin omega t minus pi. Vm1 sin omega t minus pi. Vb of t equal to, yes friends, Vm2 sin omega t plus pi. This is Vm1 and this is Vm2 sin omega t plus pi. Now can write down the statement between these two waveforms. Which is lagging? A is lagging or B is lagging? In this, which is lagging? A is lagging or B is lagging or both are in phase? Come on, students. Which is lagging?
A.
A. A is lagging how much angle? A
Pi.
is lagging
Pi.
B. How much angle?
Pi, sir.
A is lagging B by pi or 2 pi? It's very simple. See, I'm representing like this. I'm representing like this. So one method I want to represent. Yeah, one method that I'm explaining here. Any method you can follow. First I'm drawing A sin omega t minus pi. Sin omega t minus pi means this one. This is pi. What about B? B sin omega t plus pi. So okay, this is B. This is B waveform. This is A waveform. Now tell the students. A, this angle is pi. A lags B. B waveform is started here. A waveform is started here. That means A lags B by angle of
2 pi.
2 pi. A lags B. Understand or not? A lags B by angle of 2 pi, sir. By angle of 2 pi. It's not pi, it is a by angle of 2 pi. Because it is lagging by angle of pi, it is leading by angle of pi. Then A lags B by angle of, or B leads A by angle of 2 pi. A lagging means B leads, sir. That's only. A lags means B leads. That's why B leads A by angle of 2 pi or A lags B by angle of 2 pi. This is one way to represent. The another method also I will explain. Listen. Take this is the reference. What is VA of t is given? VA of t equal to Vm1 sin omega t minus pi. VB of t equal to Vm2. All these are fundamentals in AC analysis. Sin omega t plus pi. Let this is the reference is V at angle of 0. This is V at angle of 0 degrees you take. See, VA of t is at angle of minus pi. At angle of minus pi. This is VA. This is pi. VB of t is at angle of plus pi. 0 plus pi. This is VB of t. This is plus pi. Always vector rotation is anti-clockwise, students. Always you take the vector rotation is anti-clock. Understand? Now tell me. From this also we can easily identify. Who is first? Who is first? Vector rotation is anti-clock. Start like this. Who is first? B is first. B leads A. B leads A. This is totally how much angle? 2 pi. B leads A by angle of 2 pi. Or A lags B. Yes, friends. By angle of 2 pi. A lags B by angle of 2 pi or B leads A by angle of 2 pi. Like that you identify. But in comparison of these waveforms, it must be same function. It must be same frequency. Frequency also must be same, students. Amplitudes may be different. That is not the case. Frequency is same. But must be positive amplitude. If it is positive amplitude, is also positive. For example, this is plus, this is minus. Don't compare directly. Don't compare directly. That is meaningless. Understand? Both are positive amplitudes, both are negative amplitudes, no problem. But one is positive amplitude, one is negative amplitudes, don't compare. Here I am giving one example. Now you can answer. I am checking your knowledge. V of t equal to, yes friends, 6 sin omega t plus 10. 6 sin omega t plus 10. Yes friends. VB of t equal to minus 8 cos omega t plus 70. Then B lakhs A by angle of dash. Option A 60 degrees. Option B 30 degrees. Option C B lakhs A by angle of dash 330 degrees. Option D this is 120 degrees. B lakhs A by
30
angle of
degrees.
dash. Come on, check your knowledge.
30 degrees.
Yes. How much angle?
30.
Very good. B lakhs A by angle of 30 degrees. Yes, students. Okay. How it is B lakhs A by angle of 30 degrees? It's very simple. I told already, both must be same function. Frequencies are equal, no problem. But this is sine function, another is cosine function. Then shall I write this cosine also sine? Shall I write like this? VB of t equal to, yes friends, this VB of t equal to, this I am writing 8. How we can write this one? This side, this is converting into sine. Yes. 8 cos 180 plus omega t plus 70. Shall I write like this? Cos of 180 plus theta minus cos theta. We can get same waveform. Yes, sir. We can get same waveform. Cos 180 plus theta minus cos theta. But I want to write as a sine. This what I am doing. 8 cos 180 plus omega t plus 70. I am doing, and this plus 90 minus 90 you can take, plus 90 minus 90, or otherwise directly I am writing sine. Shall I write like this? 8 sine 90 minus 180 plus omega t plus 70. What is sine 90 minus theta? Cos theta. Are you getting this waveform or not? If you simplify, again you can get this waveform or not. What sine 90 minus theta, sir? Cos theta. This again I will get this one. Now I am writing in sine. Now I am simplifying this one. 8 sine 90 minus 180. Yes, friends. Minus 180 plus omega t. Sorry, minus omega t. Instead of this, we can write 90 plus theta or sine 90 minus theta. What we can get? Cos theta we can get. Is it correct? Yes, friends. 180 plus omega t plus 70. That we are getting directly, or otherwise we can do like this: sine 90 plus theta cos theta. Yeah, 180 we can get. 8 sine, I want to write in the same functions. You can write in the same functions. Sine 90 minus theta cos theta. 90 minus 180 minus omega t minus 70 you can get. Sine of minus theta, again you can get cos theta. Yes. Plus 90 minus 90 you can do. Any modification here? Sine of 90 minus 180 minus omega t minus 70. Sine 90 plus theta also cos theta we can get. That is
VB of t direct గా రాసేవచ్చు సార్.
yes.
VB of t direct గా sin of 90 minus omega t minus 70 రాయొచ్చు సార్.
VB of t, no? Sine of
అక్కడ sin of 90 minus omega t minus 70 రాయొచ్చు సార్.
but sine 90 minus theta cos theta. You can take like this. But if you want to minus, okay, just a minute. Is VB of t, no? VB of t equal to eight sine omega t plus 70 minus 90 plus 90 you do. Okay. Then sine 90 plus theta cos theta, but you want negative. You take minus is common. If you take minus is common, 8 sine, what you can write? If you take minus is common, yes friends, this is 90 plus 70, 160, 160 minus, again don't get it. Here you want negative sign. 0, 0, 70 plus omega. 6 sin omega t plus 10, 8 cos omega t plus 70. 8 sin 90 minus theta cos theta. $180 plus you can write. So just a minute, sir. Just sorry. This is 8 cos 8 sine or 8 cos 180 plus omega t plus 70. Okay. 8 cos. This I want to write in terms of sine. This is 8 sine 90 minus 180 plus omega t plus 70. Sine 90 minus theta cos theta. Okay, you simplify this one. 8 sine. What you can write, students? 90 minus 180 minus omega t minus 70. Yes, so 8 sine minus 250 this is how much? Minus 250 minus plus 90 minus omega t minus 250 plus 90 minus 160. Yeah, plus 180 minus 180 you do. This we can get 8 sine 180 minus, sorry, omega t minus, how much we can get? Plus 180 minus 180 we can do. Minus sine theta we can get omega t plus 160. Is going mistake. Are you written this one? I think this is the 180 plus 9 sine 90 plus theta cos theta 270 plus 360. Yeah, why you are writing like this? What about sine 90 plus theta also? What about sine 90 plus theta, students?
Cos theta.
Yeah, this also you can get now. You can do plus. Okay, what you can get? 8 sine omega t plus how much? How much you can get? Omega t plus 250 plus 90. 340. Yeah, that means this is 340. This is A. That is B leads A by 8 sine omega t plus 340. I got wrong answer. Eight sine omega t plus 340 degrees. This is 10 degrees. B lacks A. Sorry, sir. It's better to take one more function instead of this. I will take this is cos omega t plus 70. You can write in terms of sine this one. 8 cos 8 sine 90 minus theta cos theta. I'm taking this is 8 sine 90 minus of omega t plus 70. Is okay. 8 sine again we are getting negative function. Yeah, sine 90 plus you take sine 90 plus theta cos theta. Okay. Then omega t plus 160. Omega t plus 160. Now you tell me what about a? Previous one is, you please correct that one. What is a? This is v at angle of 0 degrees. A is at angle of 10 degrees. This is how much? 6 at angle of 10 degrees. This is VA. Is okay. This is 10 angle. This is at angle of 70 degrees. This is 70 degrees. Sorry, 70 or 160. This is 160 degrees. Sine function. This is 160 degrees. This is VB. It is at angle of 160 degrees. Okay. Then what about A? A lacks B. This is how much? This is 160. This is 70 means this is how many degrees? This is 10 degrees. This is 160 degrees means this is how many degrees? Sir, this is 10 degrees. This total is 160 degrees means, yeah, this is how many degrees? 1 degree, 110 degrees. Then A lacks B by angle of how much? How much angle? This how much angle, students? This understand or not? V of t equals 6 sine omega t plus 10. This I am writing in terms of sine. Sine 90 plus theta, again you can get cos theta. Okay. 90 plus omega t plus 70. 8 sine omega t plus 160 degrees. Okay, this is B is 160 degrees. A is 10 degrees. Then what is the angle between these two? 110 degrees. This is 10, this is 160 means this is 150. This is 10, this is 160 means it's 150. 150. Then how many degrees it is lagging? A lacks B. This is A, this is B. A lacks B by angle of how many degrees? 150 degrees. Like this we can compare. To compare the waveforms, both the waveforms must be same representation. That is, must be represented with the same function. Okay, these examples once again later on I will give. Yes, friends. This is fundamental concept. This phasor representation is important. Phasor representation. For example, V of t equal to, yes, if it is given that Vm cos omega t plus pi. Yes, this how we can write v of t equal to real part of Vm e power exponential representation that I am giving j omega t plus pi. Real part of, if it is a cosine, you take real part. If it is a sine, you take the imaginary part. But mainly I am taking with the reference of cosine. Real part of Vm e power j omega t plus pi. Okay. This you also write like this. Real part of Vm e power j omega t into e power j pi. Okay. Then you can also write like this. This v of t in a phasor form. This v equal to this j omega t is the axis. Then you take only this part. In phasor representation, this is Vm into e power j pi. Then how we can write? This is equal to Vm at angle of pi. Okay, that is V equal to Vm cos omega t plus pi is directly written as a, in phasor representation, this V equal to Vm at angle of pi. But point to remember here, if it is a time domain, this is in time domain, whatever this function is there, this value, this amplitude is always maximum value. Then if you are writing from time domain into phasor representation, directly you write Vm at angle of pi. But different authors, they are following in different ways. Sometimes they are representing this phasor is in terms of RMS value. But you know that this value you are writing, it is a maximum value, you know. This value is maximum value that you know. Then if you want to convert into RMS value means, if you want to write in terms of RMS value means, then you take by root. This is in maximum value representation. Vm at angle of pi. You can represent this may be RMS value or it may be maximum value. But sometimes if it is given like this, you don't know about it is a maximum value or here you know maximum value, that's why you take in a maximum value directly. If you want to convert into RMS value means by root 2 you can take. Understand, friends? Sometimes if it is given that V equal to 50 at angle of 30 degrees, it is given. Or V equal to 50 e power j 30, it is given. But you don't know about this one. Understand? In the problem, they are not given it is the average value or RMS value. If it is not given, actually it may be maximum value or it may be RMS value. It may be maximum or it may be RMS value. We don't know about this one. Understand, friends? If the problem they are not mentioned that it is a maximum value or RMS value, then you take RMS value. If they mention according to that, you can take. Understand? But in this representation, directly what this value indicates? Because this is a which value? Maximum value. That's why directly you take the maximum value only. But in this representation, we don't know about it's a maximum or RMS value. It may be maximum possible value or it may be RMS value. What they given, we don't know. That's why in that case, if they don't mention, take the RMS value. Then if you want to convert into maximum value means into root 2 that you can do. Understand, friends? In time domain, whatever it is given in time domain, then directly you take that is the maximum value only. But in phasor representation, in this representation, this value may be maximum value or RMS value. If it is not mentioned that it is a maximum or RMS value, then directly you can take which value? RMS value you take. Yeah, that observation is important, students. That observation is important. Yes, friends. This I am giving note. Please concentrate. In phasor domain or in time domain, this is the time domain. In time domain, coefficient must be this coefficient. Which value? Which value, friends?
Maximum value.
Maximum value. But in phasor domain, this is the phasor domain. If they given directly, phasor domain is given. In phasor domain, coefficient can be either maximum or RMS value. Either maximum or RMS value. Either maximum or RMS value. Yes, friends. If nothing is specified, take which value? Take RMS value. If nothing is specified, you take that value is the RMS value. Yes. Okay, this is important. You please concentrate. If it is given that Vm cos omega t plus pi, then you directly take the Vm at angle of pi. For example, V of t equal to 115 cos of 500t minus 45. In phasor, how we can write this one? V equal to 115 at angle of
Minus 45.
minus 45 degrees. Directly you can take. But this value is what value you know already. Because you written as a maximum value, that's why you take the maximum value only at the end also. No, sir, I want to write in RMS value, sir. Then you can do by root 2. But at the end of writing the function also, it is RMS value. Understand? You know what value you are taken. You taken maximum value means at the end of function also you can write maximum value only. If you take an RMS value means again multiply with root 2. We can get the maximum value. Whatever you convenient that you can write. No other. But most of the cases, but some students like this. No sir, always phasor is represented in RMS value. No, that is not the condition. As for your convenient, you can write. But generally, if it is not mentioned, you take that is the RMS value. Because you don't know it is a maximum value or RMS value. But you take a maximum value, that's why it is a maximum value. If you are write like this, what is this value you written? What value you written here?
RMS value.
Then at the end of function also you take RMS value. It is not a maximum value. Understand? Okay, that method you follow. Okay, for example, if it is given like this, I of t equal to 50 sine or 50 cos omega t plus 45. 50 cos omega t plus 30. Then what you can write? Then I equal to, in phasor representation, I equal to 50 at angle of 30 degrees. Like this we can write directly. Sir, what about the sine? You can also write sine directly and you can convert into cosine. But my suggestion is, you follow this one is as a cos. If any sine function is given, you convert into cos. Then you can write directly. That you can take either reference is sine or cosine. But generally, sine is the real part. But, cos is the real part you are taking. But if it is sine means you want to take the imaginary part. That's why my suggestion is you take the reference is the cosine waveform. You take the reference is the cosine waveform. Then if you want to convert into sine, if any sine function is given, you convert into cos, then you can write directly. Yes, friends. For example, if it is given V equal to Vm or 50 sine 5t uh, 5t plus 100. Can you write in cos 50 sine 5t plus 100 it is given? Shall I write like this? 50 sine 5t plus 90 plus 10 is okay. 50 sine 90 plus 5t plus 10. How we can write? Sine 90 plus theta, cos theta, cos 5t plus 10. Then how much we can represent in phasor form? How much we can represent in phasor form? 50 at angle of 10 degrees. Understand? No, sir. I want to take sine is the directly. Yeah, no problem. You take 50 at angle of 100 degrees, you take. But final which function you can write? If you write like this, for example, in this problem, 50 at angle of 10 degrees, then finally how we can write? This is equal to 50 cos 5t plus 10. 50 sine 5t plus 100. If you take 50 at angle of 100 degrees, you are taking in sine. Then final function is also in terms of which function you can write. Final function also, which function you can write, students? Anybody? Sir, here I taken cos. That's why I want to convert this phasor form into time domain form means which function you take? Cos function. I taken this is directly 50 at angle of 100 degrees. Then final function also you can write. Which
Sine.
one? Sine only. But if you want to convert into sine into cosine means then go for this procedure. Then you can convert sine into cosine. Okay. But my suggestion is take the reference is the cosine function. Take the reference is the cosine function instead of sine. Okay. Yeah, this observation is important in the fundamentals. Previous at starting problem that I written wrong. That's why I taken more time. Sorry for that. Yeah. Before that, I want to give one formula. This is also very important. You write as a note. Yes, friends. To find the, if any functions are given, to find average and RMS values. For example, if any function f of t it is given, a0 plus a1 cos omega t plus a2 cos 2 omega t plus and so on plus b1 sin omega t plus b2 sin 2 omega t plus and so on. That means frequencies must be different. Frequencies must be different. Means this is cos omega t. Harmonic, there must be harmonic frequencies, not the same frequencies. If it may be sine function or it may be cosine function is given, then in this case, what is the average? A0. What is RMS? Square root of A0 square plus, yes friends, A1 by root 2 whole square plus A2 by root 2 whole square plus and so on plus B1 by root 2 whole square plus, it may be sine function we may expect or cosine function may be expect. b2 by root 2 whole square plus and so on. Okay, like this we can find the average and the RMS values for this type of representation. Yes. But this is applicable, sir, how we are getting these formulas? According to Fourier series only. But this is applicable if Fourier analysis applied is not for the same frequencies. It means harmonic frequency, omega t, 2 omega t, 3 omega t, like that. Yes. For example, if it is given like this, v of t equal to 5 plus 20 sin omega t plus 20 sin omega t plus 20, 10 cos 2 omega t minus that. Find the RMS value. Can anybody? What is the RMS of this one? Yes, friends. How to find RMS value? Then RMS equal to square root of. This is 5 square plus 20 by root 2 whole square plus 10 by root 2 whole square. How much you can get? Square root of 25 plus 400 by 2 plus 100 by 2. This is 25 plus 200 plus 100. How much you can get, students? This is 50, not 100. It is a 50. 275. How much you can get? Root 275. This type of model is important. How much you can get?
16.583, sir.
Yeah, 16.58 volts. Okay, this is option A is correct. See, I think this representation, you know already. For example, Vm at angle of pi is there. How we can write? Vm cos pi plus j Vm sin pi is also equal to Vm e power j pi. Real part of this one gives cos function. Imaginary part of this one gives sine function. I think all of you well know this one. How we can make this polar into rectangular. Polar form into rectangular form. All of you know this one. Vm at angle of pi equal Vm cos pi plus j Vm sin pi you can write. Even e power j pi also. E power j power, this exponential form representation. This, what is e power j theta? Can anybody? Cos theta plus j sin theta. This mathematics. What is this in mathematics? What is this rule?
Complex.
Euler's
Yeah, in complex numbers, Euler's identity. Yes? E power j theta equal to cos theta plus j sin theta. Yes. Yeah, that fundamentals, you know. Yeah. The RMS value of the voltage. You want to find what is the RMS value of this voltage. Here, don't apply that formula, previous formula. Why? Why you don't apply previous formula, students? What are frequencies? Come on. All the frequencies are
Same.
same. If the frequencies are same, don't apply Fourier series. If harmonic component is there, then only you can apply the Fourier series. But all the frequencies are equal here. Then in this case, we go for the phasor analysis only. Directly go for the phasor analysis. Don't apply 2 by root 2 whole square, 4 root 2 by root 2 whole square, 12 root 2 by root 12 by root 2 whole square. Don't apply. Then what is V of t is given, students. This V of t equal to 2 cos 3t plus 4 root cos 3t plus 45 12 sin 3t. Okay, then this I am writing to at angle of 0 degrees. 4 root 2 at angle of how much? 45 degrees. But this I am converting into cosine. 12. How to write cos? Yes, friend. Cos of 90 minus 3t. Cos 90 minus theta, sin theta. Shall I write like this? 2 at angle of 0 degrees. 4 root 2 at angle of 45 degrees. 12. Take negative is common. Cos of minus theta, cos theta only. Cos of 3t minus 90. Is it correct? Again, you simplify this, you can get, students. 2 at angle of 0 degrees. 4 root 2 at angle of 45 degrees. This is how much? 12 at angle of how much? 12 at angle of how much, sir?
Minus 90.
Minus 90 degrees.
Now you write down this one. 2 cos 0 plus j sin 0. No need to write. If it is 0, no need to write. Directly you take 2. Okay. This is 2 plus 4 root 2 cos 45 plus j sin 45. Okay. Plus 12 cos 90 minus j sin 90. Because negative sign is there. Clear? 2 plus 4 root 2 cos 45 1 by root 2 j 1 by root 2. This is minus j12. Minus j12. You simplify this one, students, how much you can get? Root 2 cancel, root 2 cancel, 4 plus j4. That is 6 minus j8 you can get. Is it correct? 6 minus j8. You multiply with root 2, sir. Root 2 cancel, root 2 cancel. Again multiply with 4. 4 plus j4. 4 plus 2, 6. j4 minus j12 minus j8. 6 minus j8. That is V of t we are getting 6 minus j8. Can you write in magnitude? Square root of 6 square plus 8 square minus tan inverse 8 by 6. Magnitude is how much, sir? 10. What is the angle we can get? How to convert rectangular into polar form, that I think you know. How to convert that rectangular into polar form. You want magnitude means square root of 6 square plus 8 square. So negative sign is there now. That's why I take a negative. Tan inverse 8 by 6. How much angle you can get? Tan inverse 8 by 6 means tan inverse 4 by 3. Tan inverse 4 by 3, 53.14. That is minus 53.14 we are getting. Then V of t equal to how much, sir? 10 at angle of minus 53.14. Can you write in terms of function this one? Which function we have taken? In our analysis, which function we have taken? Sine function or cos function?
Cos.
Cos. 10 cos. Directly you take, sir. Because in this, whatever the phasor form you return, these values are which values? Which values you are consider? Maximum values or RMS values? Directly you taken, sir. Directly you taken now. These are which values? These coefficients are which values?
Maximum.
Maximum
That's
values.
why finally whatever you got, that also you take maximum value only. 10 cos. What is the frequency of all these? 3. 3t minus 53.14. This is your function. Here you take an RMS value. Don't try directly amplitude. multiply with root 2. Understand, sir? Then we can get the peak value. But here I taken maximum value, sir. That's why I taken here also maximum value. Here the function I taken cos, sir. That's why final function also cos. In this assumed function, what are the frequencies are? Theta, 3t. Here also 3t. That is the answer. But it is asking RMS value. What is VRMS? Finally, I want answer. VRMS I want 10 by root 2. 10 by root 2 means, for this case, how to find the RMS value that I told? 10 by root 2. Maximum value by root 2. 1 by root 2, 0.707. 0.707 into 10. 7.07 volts. All of you? Still any doubt? Any doubt, sir? Clear? How to apply in phasor form? This simplifications is important. All of you understood or any doubt? Yeah. Can anybody answer this one? The average and RMS value of the voltage. What are the average and RMS value of voltage of this voltage function? How to find this? V of t equal to 2 minus 3 cos 100t whole square. A minus b whole square. 2 square plus 9 into cos square 100t. A square plus b square minus 2ab. How much we can get? Minus, how much, friends? 12 cos 100t. 12 cos 100t. Is it correct? 4 plus 9 into cos square theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, students. 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 is cos square theta. Trigonometry. Minus 12 cos 100t. Is it correct? 4 minus 12 cos 100t. Come on, students. 9 by 2, 4.5. This is 4.5 cos 200t. 4.5 cos 200t. I'm simplifying this. 4.5 cos 200t. Yes, friends. 4 plus 4.5, 8.5. Minus 12 cos 100t plus 4.5 cos 200t. Any doubt? What is the average value?
8.5.
8.5. Constant directly indicate the average value. What is the RMS value? Here frequencies are equal or unequal? Frequencies are equal or unequal?
Unequal, sir.
Unequal. Directly go for Fourier series formula. 8.5 square plus 12 by root 2 whole square plus 4.5 by root 2 whole square. Is it correct? Then you can find that. 8.5 square plus 12 by root 2 whole square plus 4.5 by root 2 whole square. How much you can get, students? A is not the answer, D is not the answer. Either B or C. 8.5 square plus 12 by root 2 whole square plus 4.5 by root 2 whole square. How much we can expect?
$12.4 volts, sir.
Yeah, 12.4 volts. Very good. This is option B you can get. Okay, like this we can solve. See the difference when you can apply phasor representation form, when you can apply, when you can apply, and that is directly Fourier series formula. Okay, that observation is important. Still, so many questions are there in the fundamentals. In the next session, I will continue. For today, that problem will taken more time because I given wrong question that one. Sorry for that. Okay. The next coming session will continue all these models of questions. Very important phasor diagram representations. All these I will continue. Yes, friends. Is it okay? I'm ending the session. Any doubt for that question? Sorry, sir. Because I written wrong. Maybe if there is any mistake is there, I will bring that same question in the next coming session. I will bring same question, same model.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
I think tomorrow no class. Monday I will take. Only Saturday, Monday I will take. Maximum next 7 to 8 sessions I will complete. Very important topics are AC analysis and transients. Next more important is two-port networks and coupled circuits. And finally theorems. Most important theorems is Thevenin's, Norton's, superposition and maximum power. That 4 is important. Yes. Thank you, students. I'm ending the session.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.